Hello and welcome to my first devlog video of semester 2. In this devlog I am going to be showcasing what I have completed over the last 2 weeks for my game Drone Extreme. So over the last 2 weeks I have been focusing on developing in Unity and getting some of the main features up and running. So the main things I've been working on are 3D assets, multiplayer, and procedural generation. So first of all, I will show you some of the 3D assets I've been working on. So this here would be the main room that I've built. So that would be the main board, and it's just a small room. I've also developed a small drone. Of course, I'm going to try and separate some of these components like the camera and battery and the flight motors later on so that I can make new ones and switch them out. So in the game I'll have my own feature to change the drone, so the battery, the camera, stuff like that, so players can customize their drones. So, and that would be the ring for flying through. So then in Unity, I have been working quite a bit in here, trying to develop my game a bit more. So first of all, this is the main menu. I have the room imported along with the drone, which is placed on the table. And I'm just going to start playing and show you. So everything kind of looks a little bit nicer than the first semester. You can navigate through the menu. And I've also allowed it so that you can navigate through the menu using a controller also. So if I just turn on my controller real quick, you can see that you can navigate through the menu using a controller, or you can actually use a keyboard. But the game is going to be played mostly with a controller, so that feature is now there. I also have, so if I click on Edit Drone, the camera moves back and it will look at this table, and on this table is where you're going to be able to eventually customize your drone, and you will have different components you can switch out on your drone and stuff like that. So then for the multiplayer, which I started using Unity 6, which is brilliant. The stuff they've added is very good. It's really easy to use. So these are sessions. So if someone had a session open or was already in a world, you could join them here. And then if you go back, you can join via a code as well. I'm just going to use Unity's new system here, where you can actually run a player in a separate editor. So I have a separate editor here open. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to host a session here. I'll name it Mark. Create, and then we should get a code up here. So then if I go to player 2, open it up, go to the multiplayer menu, go to sessions, refresh this, and there we go. There's Mark. So it then, if I join, it will open this up, and that'll be the 2 players. So then I've also been working on some procedural level generation. This will be for the racing map. So first of all, I have a plane here, which I'm generating a height map onto. This is thanks to some videos online that I found to show me how to develop a 2D texture for a height map. I can show you it working if I go to my map generator. And then if I change the seed, as you can see, it randomly generates a height map each time. I can also change some of the persistence, which gets a little bit fuzzy. You can make it a bit more clear or less clear, but these are best options, settings I found that works. So then here I also have a spline. So this will be the race course, which will go in a circle. And every time I load it up, it will randomly generate a different path. It'll eventually always go in a circle, but it will procedurally generate different paths each time. So if I load up the game, I can show you. Sorry. So as you can see, it's jagged and just kind of all over the place, but that's the whole point. And it then places these checkpoints along the spline to make up a race course. Then when I apply the height map to a terrain down here, and then so basically when I applied the height map, it generates a new height map, applies it to the terrain. Then the spline in which the race course is generated with all the points. After that is done, the terrain below it will raise or lower to each point. So I can give you a visual demonstration of this. So if I run it, and I go to my scene, give it a couple of seconds, and there you go. So different terrain, and the ground reaches to meet each point. So it's like a race course going through the terrain. Okay, I think that's it for this devlog. Thank you for watching, and bye.